It only gets bigger and better, people. My name is Cyrus and welcome to the finals of TEENOVATOR. We are down to our top 4 contestants. Here is what it took them to reach this far.
We tested over 170,000 children in 717 schools, spread over 19 cities in India. The idea? To narrow it down to the top 16 innovators across the country. We were then faced with a series of challenges in the 4 televised semi-finals. And from these, emerged our 4 finalists.
Our first finalist contestant is Kartikeya Sharma from Hyderabad.
In his semi-final, Kartikeya showed great consistency and clear thinking. He did lack confidence though. Will he be able to push himself and finally emerge winner?
Next up is Agnihotra Bhattacharya from Delhi.
Agnihotra's creative and visual skills shone through in the semi-finals. Will his ambition and drive propel him to win as the stakes get higher?
Shubhangi Pariwal from Bangalore is clearly raring to go.
Shubhangi came across as articulate and artistic. She showed the ability to think on her feet. But whether her confidence will work to her advantage or not in the final remains to be seen.
And lastly from Chennai is our young giant Arvind Iyer.
Arvind made it to this stage of the contest because of his intellect and focus. Will the sincerity that shone through in the semi-finals be enough to take him to the winning podium?
And there we have it, our finalists on TEENOVATOR. The tasks will remain the same. You will have 3 tasks.
More about the 3 challenges. The first requires them to make something. Then a puzzle that requires them to think on their feet. And lastly, a real-life problem set by a senior government official. The winner wins the coveted title of TEENOVATOR and gets to go on an exclusive NGC expedition.
Here is our first task. We guys are giving you 8 wonderful images from the Nat Geo library. You can do anything you want with those. You can create a film or a comic strip or a wonderful poster, but it needs to inspire innovation in people. Now guys, you guys are going to head off to your innovation lab where you all will be given technical assistance to complete your tasks. Ready for this one? Off you go.
When I saw the images that were given to us, I was confused. It's just 8 images that at first sight look like they have nothing in common.
I'm thinking of creating a comic strip because it would appeal a lot to the younger generation.
Right now I'm working on my lines because I want to be poetic.
I can handle the software as well, but I need to make the storyline better.
I basically want to combine the visuals with music and create a final impact.
This is a really tough task. It is tougher than the semi-final task that I have faced.
This task is just literally out of the box.
If you can invent something brilliant out of simple stuff given to you, you're a great innovator.
Okay guys, you ready with your presentation?
Yeah.
Okay Agnihotra, we're going to start with you. Inspire me, man.
Yeah.
Ready? That was really nice, man.
Thank you.
Did you write it yourself?
Yeah, it was all mine. It shows how man had this fearless dream of making sky his own domain. How, due to innovations, he could materialize his aspirations.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Shubhangi, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what did you think of doing first?
I created a poster because I think posters gain attention very fast.
Okay, let's have a look at your poster. Oh, nice. You've also used Photoshop to put a dolphin in the middle of an arid desert.
I'm not really good in geography, so I'm going to forget which part of the world that is.
The idea is fabulous and it's really sweet. Let's have a look at your presentation.
Here you go. It's basically the same thing again. It encourages innovation that says do the different the same way.
I really like it, and I think you use the idea of visuals which hit first, which is amazing. Though interestingly, once again, you have a shot which says to be more with has just the balloons, there's no house. Vangi.
I cut out the house. I photoshopped the house.
So now they're just balloons which when I look at I'm going to get inspired by. Thank you so much, Shubhangi. All right, guys, we're going to take a short little break, but on the other side of the break, we have 2 more super inspiring presentations, so don't go anywhere. These are the finals of TEENOVATORS. Welcome back to TEENOVATORS. I'm Cyrus and we are bang in the middle of our finals. Now our contestants have created different communication tools using a given set of images. We've seen 2 of the messages. Next in line is Kartikeya. Young man, are you ready?
Yeah. My presentation is a comic strip that I have created.
Wow, I already like it. So tiring, I need a break. Finally off to a glacier, my dream. Nice. Oh, what's that in the sky? Abduction.
He gets abducted by aliens.
He's still smiling. The only way to escape is now to innovate. I love this. It's a world in itself. I need to innovate to get to the other side. The lake's full of silicon. Here are also dolphins. I can build a device using silicon to communicate with them. The device worked and now I'm on the other side. Dolphin ride was awesome. He spots helium cylinders in the field which propel the ship. I could use these to fill my son's birthday balloons and propel myself out of here. Perfect now. I can float away. He gets away from a hole at the top of the ship and jumps. Oh, ow! That hurt a lot. I must have broken a rib, but I will not give up. I will innovate and survive. I want to know what he does next. I can tweak that same device and I can call the Coast Guard here. Oh, it worked. They're finally here. Finally, back to the glacier. Now I can enjoy my holiday. Here's the message. Innovation can get you out of any situation. Either innovate or succumb to your fate. Okay, that was good. I really liked it, man.
Thank you, Lord.
Arvind, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Arvind, let's go.
Yeah, I've also made a video and I've made the music.
You've composed it?
Yeah.
It was brilliant. I thought it was really nicely done. I also think you asked the right questions. And the music was lovely. It wasn't overwhelming. It was amazing. I loved your presentation.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy. All right, guys, great presentations there. Now we have a panel of judges who have allocated scores based on how original, effective, creative, and of course, innovative each make was. Ready for your scores? Okay, we're starting with you, Shivangi. You have got 22 points. Confusion happened because you had lots of images, so pure inspiration could not be translated that well. Your ideas were nice, but not that original. Agnihotra is next with 26 points. Agnihotra, really nicely done. Some people thought it was a little busy because you never asked the 1 or 2 specific questions that were important, which lead to inspiration. Your film looked great, but it was too wordy and not that effective. Arvind, your stuff was hugely inspirational. You got 29 points, man. The judges loved your idea. It was well executed and really touched a chord with them. Kartikeya, you got 35 points. Great idea, super innovative and original. Give him a round of applause. So well done. That brings us to the end of round number 1, but many more rounds to go. Anything can happen over here on the finals of TEENOVATORS. All right, people, it's round number 2, which is our on-the-spot challenge. The reason I'm giving you your on-the-spot challenge is because it's my birthday and I have a birthday party, but I'm a quirky sort of guy. What I like to do is take my balloon above my birthday candle, but this is what always happens. So I want you guys to come up with a brilliant idea where I can hold my balloon above my candle, but it should not burst. Now, I've given you a few things over here. There's some liquid, there's a candle, there's some balloons, and I'm giving you 10 minutes to figure out how to do this. There will be only one winner. If I feel someone else should get the points also, I'll decide that later. Okay, your time starts now. there, Shubhangi has turned the balloon into a potato. Remember, there will be only one winner.
It's done.
What? What are you doing? My God, you're invited to my birthday party. That is very impressive. How did you come up with the solution?
I just put water in it because water absorbs heat very quickly compared to the rubber, and air is a poor absorber of heat. So you put water in, it absorbs all the heat, prevents the balloon from bursting.
Brilliantly done. Well done. I am so impressed with you.
I actually filled water.
So is there water in that balloon?
Yeah, it's water.
Let's have it. These two boys have cracked it for me. I'm going to have a happy birthday party. Okay, guys, well done, all of you. It was a tough one. And the winner of this task is Kartikeya, who gets 5 points. Now, what's interesting is Agnihotra cracked it about 5 seconds after you. So, Agnihotra, you get 3 points also. So, after 2 rounds, here we have our scores. Kartikeya is at 40 points in the lead. Agnihotra is at 29 and catches up with Arvind. And Shubhangi, you're at 22. The last round is for 55 points, guys. It will be the game changer. This task has been set by Mr. Sachin Pilot, the young dynamic Minister of State for Communication and IT. Now let's find out why he is such an innovator.
Sachin Pilot created history in 2004 by becoming the youngest member elected to the Indian Parliament. A man of varied interests, he loves sports and flying. He's extremely focused on agriculture and has done a lot of work on farmers' issues.
Along with Mr. Pilot, we have another very special guest with us, Mr. Amitabh Kant, CEO of Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, who will also judge your task. Now, here's a little bit more about Mr. Kant.
Amitabh Kant is known as India's can-do man, a great believer in communication. He is the architect of the Incredible India and God's Own Country campaigns.
Here is what happens next. You will all have to travel to a small village in Rajasthan. Your problem requires you all to come up with ways of helping small and marginal farmers using IT and communication. Okay? Are you ready for this one? Best of luck, guys. Off you go.
Our task is to use IT and communication technology to improve the lives of the farmers and reduce their problems. We spoke with a person from the NGO and he gave us a lot of statistics and information about how the land was earlier, how it is today.
I had read about their problems in textbooks, but experiencing it was a different thing altogether.
Women do a lot of work. We usually portray women as housemakers or housewives, but here it's not the case.
They're not using these modern techniques, they're still stuck with the old methods, hence their yield is not going up.
SHG is actually a brilliant idea. They are clearly self-reliant and they can invest and prosper.
Coming here has given me a new perspective on how rural lifestyle is.
At Manipal University, we understand the paramount importance of research across varied disciplines. A sprawling 60,000 square feet innovation center comprises state-of-the-art stem cell labs, atomic microscopes, research programs in emerging areas such as nanotechnology, ad hoc wireless networks, nuclear engineering, and a multitude of technology investments. These endeavors have resulted in various patents and research tie-ups with both government and industry bodies. Taking this cause to escalating heights and striving to be the finest place for future innovators. Manipal University, inspired by life.
Welcome back to TEENOVATORS. I'm Cyrus and we are in the middle of the most exciting part of the finals. Our contestants are back from their village visit and we now have our chief guest, Mr. Sachin Pilot, joining us in the studio to judge the task. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Pilot.
Pleasure's mine.
Along with Mr. Pilot, we also have Mr. Amitabh Kant, who's also going to judge this task in our studio. Thank you for being here, sir. We're going to start our presentation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
The villagers' problem is not the lack of schemes. There are schemes for every single thing. It's just they are not informed.
The first specific problem that I encountered was every farmer nowadays have their own cell phones. But the point is they have to dish out a lot for communication. So the solution is to provide special SIM cards only for the farmers, which would give them the facility of making subsidized calls. Next problem is that the lack of information on crucial aspects such as weather, MSP and the selling price. So that can be solved by sending out daily SMSs and voice call services. Third problem is that they get very little assistance from experts. So it can be solved by creating net hubs in villages, which would facilitate video calling to the experts at distant locations.
You know, I think you've got a very good idea. The problem is lack of communication, like you pointed out. But the farmers themselves must know that this is what they lack. And then these tools can be utilized, these webcams, etc. that you're talking about. Well, I think it's a fairly good point.
Well, I find it very fascinating because I think extension and mass communication is the key. So mobile telephony can be the key driver of change.
Agni, that was a very good and wonderful presentation. Our next wonderful presenter and contestant is Karthikeya. Karthikeya, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
The idea is basically going to use a certain wireless device or at least pagers or something, a basic communication device so people can bridge the gap between the government and the farmers. The first solution I was thinking of is using video trucks which patrol villages. Video trucks would be sent to the villages once every week. The shows will feature farming methods, ill effects of alcohol, benefits of small families, and health-related issues. So revenue for these trucks will be generated from SHGs and NGOs. From what I have calculated, you need 22,000 buses in the country. The second solution is the use of tablets. Every women's self-help group is given a tablet, and women learn from the tablet and they become the agents of change. The interface consists of 5 icons, one relating to health, one for market info, one for agriculture, one for education. Now, what they learn from these tablets are how to avail the various government schemes that the government has developed from them. The interface would be audiovisual, so they click something, they get an audiovisual response. These would be powered by solar panels and will be very user-friendly.
Great.
Thank you.
Very good. Very impressive. I think what you're trying to do is a very good thing, which is that giving information not just about the farming community, but also to the society in general, so that they're able to assimilate all the positives that are going out in terms of policy making from the government.
No, I thought this was a very critical point, your focus on women's self-help group, because women can be the catalyst for change in the village.
Well done, Karthik. Some really innovative ideas there. I think both our judges were impressed. I feel like a proud mother. Shubhangi is next. Ready, Shubhangi?
Yes.
Okay.
There are government policies which help the villages educate, but they don't know about it. Communication and IT is where they lag behind, and that's where the world's progressing. Firstly, I believe a digital board should be allotted in every village, which would visually show the weather forecast and the market prices of the area, and would be powered by a solar panel and would be government initiated, and later on, if it works well, it could be taken care by NGOs and self-help groups. And secondly, something like an e-heart would be initialized, in which one computer could be placed in every district, and basically you need to put up what the ladies or the men in the town are selling. Women who cannot go out of town and sell stuff, or men who have to wait for a heart in a city, would not require to be waited, and it could be done on an everyday method, and could be basically an alternative employment for them.
Great. I think what you've done is you've taken the wholesome view of the situation, right? So I think the fact that you want to promote local arts and craft, get a heart where people can sell their produce, very well done.
I thought this was a very integrated perspective of a village life using technology and solar energy as well. Great.
A lot of really innovative ideas. And now, Arvind is our last presentation. Best of luck, Arvind.
Thank you. We have to both set up the infrastructure for IT communications as well as use it to develop the villages. I saw that one of the main problems was to get information to the farmers. The fact that they were unable to read and write was a problem. As most of this information is already available in text form, we have to make it verbal. My idea is to set up an expert helpline. I call this Tele Shakti, where the farmer can call and register his profile. He can tell what crops he grows, and the experts can give information based on weather, on where to sell, what prices to sell at. I thought by this, their decision patterns would change. They have better incomes, and even they could get advice on banking, and they won't have to fall into the debt traps of the small-time money lenders.
The running theme I've seen is that you're trying to figure out how to get maximum information to the most people. In India, because we have about 90 crore people using mobile phones, I think it's the easiest and the tool that we have as society. Good thoughts.
No, I found it interesting because I've been a long-time believer that mobile will be the key driver of change in Indian villages.
Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to say. Even though like mobile telephony is growing so much, there weren't as many people using mobile phones as I'd expected. So I thought there could be a local who has access to a mobile phone who can get information from the expert and pass it on to the villager.
Great, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so all our presentations are over. It's going to be a really tough one for you both, but request you to take a minute, tell us who your favorite was, because it is the final and we're going to find our Teenovator. So in just a minute, we'll be back with the results. So, Mr. Pilot, Mr. Kant, should I call out the scores?
Please, I think so.
Okay. Arvind has got 41 points.
Arvind, your ideas were well thought out, but not that original.
Agnihotra has 43.
You had some very good ideas, but the judges thought their feasibility is questionable.
Shubhangi has got 45 points.
Shubhangi, your solutions were broad-based, and that actually worked in your favor.
And Kartikeya has won this round with 50 points.
Kartikeya, you won because the judges thought you had the perfect combination of innovative ideas and attention to detail.
Well done, Kartikeya. From second in every round in the semi-finals to a clean sweep, Kartikeya Sharma is our Teenovator with a whooping 90 points. Well done, Kartikeya. Agnihotra is in second place with 72 points. Well done, Agnihotra. Arvind is third with 70 points, while Shubhangi is at 67 points. That still makes you some of the smartest people here. Okay, Pilot, I request you to give Karthik his prize. You're going on an all-expense-paid trip to a National Geographic expedition.
That's great.
So it's been a rocking ride. Thank you all so much for joining us, and I hope you had as much fun as we did. Mr. Narayanan Sabat, thank you so much for being here, sir. He is here from the Manipal University and joining us to meet all our finalists. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching Teenovators. We'll catch you on another splendid episode when we're back with next year's Teenovators. But for now, thanks for watching. Bye, and keep innovating, keep thinking differently.